Absolutely beautiful, thank you. Good morning. I'm Ken Hill. I'm president of the board, and this is Ann Freed. She is vice president of the board, and we are your worship associates this morning. And it's our joy to welcome members of all ages, those connecting online, and those of you in the sanctuary. I would like to extend a very special welcome to our new interim minister, the Reverend Brigitta Vieyra. It is so exciting to see our anticipation come to fruition in her arrival. Ann and I were on the search committee, and we're so excited that she was matched with UUSLO. Our transition team is already at work with Brigitta to make our ministry with her a profitable, full-time, time full of joy. We are so grateful. Yep. And we are grateful for Brigitta's participation in our service today, and we will be looking forward to her leading us in worship next week. Stay after the service so that we might get to know each other better with cake and questions. And Brigitta?
Thank you. Good, beautiful morning, beloveds. Good morning. It feels so good to be here, to get to know you. For those of you who may remember, one of the ways that I root myself in a new place is by finding beauty. So I wanted to know, what are the places, the foods, the things you do to find beauty here? And right when I got here, there were beautiful flowers on my desk, these beautiful welcome signs from so many of our youth and children, a beautiful welcome from the staff. And this morning, I am deeply moved by the beauty that is each one of you. So thank you for being your beautiful, fullest selves. It has been a gift to behold, and I am so excited to getting to know you joyfully more. Thank you.
Now, please take a minute or two and greet those around you. It indeed is good to be together. This congregation respectfully acknowledges and honors indigenous communities. UUSLO stands on land which was taken from the Yaktichu, Tichu, Yaktilhini, Northern Chumash tribe without consideration, agreement, or compensation. We honor their historical and sacred connections to this land. We welcome visitors this morning and invite you to stay after the service for informal social time in our social hall, through those doors, and outside in the courtyard. Online visitors may stay and connect with others after the service. If you want to know more about Unitarian Universalism or this church, visitors here may fill out a green visitor card right here and place it in the offering basket later in the service, or bring it to the newcomers table in the social hall. Visitors online may fill out the visitor form on our website, uuslo.org, at the bottom of the page. We feel free to contact our membership director, Larry Iaquinta, with any questions, either at the newcomers table or at membership.uuslo@gmail.com. Once again, a warm welcome to all. We'll be lighting the chalice now. And today's adapted chalice lighting is, because grace is the face that love wears when it meets imperfection, we light our chalice, aware that it takes more than willpower to live with love at the center. And now, get it? Sometimes the old-fashioned technology is the best.
We'll see.
And as we have been taught well, sacred flexibility is always the key. And so now, if you would like to join us in the doxology, you can remain seated, and we will join us in singing.
We rarely ever speak of grace. Is not a word heard round this place. Yet unexpected changes come, the beauty of which strikes us dumb.
Today's call to worship is Everyday Grace by Stella Nizanovich. It can happen like that, meeting at the market, buying tires amid the smell of rubber, the grating sound of jackhammers and drills. Anywhere we share stories, and grace flows between us. The Tire Center waiting room becomes a healing place. As one speaks of her husband's heart valve replacement, bed sores from complications, a man speaks of multiple surgeries, notes his false appearance as strong and healthy. I share my sister's death from breast cancer, her youngest only 7. A woman rises, gives her name, Mrs. Henry, then suddenly takes my hand. Suddenly, an ordinary day becomes holy ground. Come, let us worship together. Please rise in body and spirit. Join in singing number 205, Amazing Grace, in our gray hymnal, or follow along with the words on screen.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that taught me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been near 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Than when we first begun.
Thank you. All right, now is the time we invite all the children up front and our Director of Religious.
Good morning, everyone. We have a few new faces up here, but one really new face who is so limber she can sit on the floor. I'm very impressed. I can't do that anymore. So our story today, in honor of Reverend Brigitta, is All Are Welcome. And I have read this story before, so it might sound familiar to some of you. There is a Kindle that's going to pop up on your screen. And I took some liberties, so some of the words don't exactly match what's up on the screen. So for those of you who are readers, don't get all worried when what I'm saying is slightly different than what you're seeing on the screen. All right, here we go. The chalice is lit. The piano is playing. Let's make haste. Church and religious exploration are beginning. We have dreams to chase. All are welcome here. No matter how you start your day, what you wear, when you play, or if you come from far away, all are welcome here. In our church, safe and sound, fears are lost and hope is found. Raise your hand, we'll go around. All are welcome here. We're going to practice that in just a minute, but you'll see. Gather now, let's all take part. We'll play music, we'll make art. And today, we'll play in the water. We'll share stories from the heart. All are welcome here. Time for coffee hour. What a spread. A dozen different kinds of bread. Pass it around till everyone's fed. All are welcome here. Open doors, rush outside. We will swing and we will slide. We will have fun side by side. All are welcome here. We're part of a community. Our strength is our diversity. A shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. We will learn from each other. Special talents we'll uncover. There's a big world to discover. All are welcome here. So much to learn, so much to do. And when the busy morning is through, can't wait to come back and start anew. All are welcome here. You have a place here, and you, and you, and you, and you. You have a space here. All are welcome here. There we go. That's our story today. And before we go, actually, we're going to do the movement prayer. But before we do the movement prayer, we're going to introduce the rest of us, the rest of the congregation, to something that we do in RE every Sunday. We have this little box. What does it say on the outside of the box, you guys? The Wonder Box. And today, we are wondering about this new person who's sitting on the carpet. So we've been planning all summer, as you heard, that children made lovely signs that they put on her door, and we've been talking about who this new person might be and what lovely beauty, what desires, what joy, what things inhabit this person. And today we're going to find out a few of our answers. Okay, so does anybody have a question on the top of your head? Otherwise, I'm going to open the box. And what we've done is we've been brainstorming. So we have some questions. So I'm going to ask somebody to pull one out of there, Fritz. And let's see what our first question is. What we wonder about. Can you read that, Fritz?
Favorite color. Do it again. What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color?
Ooh, that is a one favorite color? Right now, yeah, so right now, my favorite color is green. I just came from a place called Seattle, and there were so many variations of green in different trees. There was forest green, bright green, and now that I'm here, I see all these different trees, like palm trees, which is totally different shades of green. So that's what my favorite color is right now.
Do you have any allergies?
Remember, these questions came from the children all summer long.
So I grew up very allergic to things, outdoors, indoors, cats, dogs, horses. I think I mostly outgrew those. No, I'm mostly good now. When I was little, but my dog, her name is Chloe, she's about 9 pounds, and she is allergic to everything. She's allergic to grass, dust, pollen. She's even allergic to dog food. One vet even said she's allergic to humans, like human dander. So you will meet her. She's 12 years old, and I've kept her okay in spite of all those allergies. So, yeah.
No or yes? So when we get the question, do you have any pets? I guess we get to take that one out. Oh, it's long. Can you read it?
If you could have a lunch with any decent person, who would you choose?
Okay, good translation. Decent was deceased.
Who would you choose?
I really like a decent deceased person for a lunch. Woo. You know, at this moment, I would pick my grandmother, Vieyra, my grandma V. She passed away at 99 years old. And when I was younger, she would sing me Spanish nursery rhymes. And I can kind of hear the tune, but I don't know the words because I don't speak Spanish. So I'd want her to teach me all of those Spanish lullabies that were so comforting when I was little, that are still there. But yes, I see.
I speak Spanish.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you.
If you could have any mythical creature as a pet, what would you choose?
Whoa. Any mythical creature. Right now, on my door, someone drew signs of dragons. Those were awesome. So right now, I would probably say dragon, but I would want someone else to train my dragon. That seems like too much work. So... Oh, yeah. Hiccup could probably do it. Yeah.
Anybody else want to read one? Want to read one? There you go. By the way, I did warn her. Some of their questions were a little, out there.
Okay. What is your favorite sweet treat?
I love sweet treats. I love all sweet treats. I joke that I don't even like coffee. I just like sugar with a dash of coffee. That's how much I like sweet treats. I am usually chocolate, but right now I'm into Sour Patch Kids. Ooh, yeah, right? First they're sour, then they're sweet. Little combo of both. So right now, particularly the watermelon kind. That was good. My road trip from Seattle to here, I went down the coast, and I had a lot of those. So I think that's my answer. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to ask the last one, and then we'll do our movement prayer. And maybe we'll come back next week with some more questions in the Wonder Box for you. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Easy, Rocky Road, all the way. Yeah. Yes, since I was little. Thank you.
All right, now we know a little bit more about Reverend Brigitta. And we are going to do the movement prayer, and she's never done it or seen it, so if you all will stand up, and let's do a really good version to show her how we do it. You all turn and face those people as they're facing you. I need you to step forward, just right there. And if you're new and you don't know, it's easy. You can follow along. Here we go. First, we bow. To honor the spirit of life, we lift our arms to embrace the gifts of spirit. We bring these gifts onto ourselves with gratitude and breathe and smile. we share these gifts with the world, and we remember to be in the present. All right, let's do it again without all the words. Here we go. Bow. Embrace. Gratitude. Breathe. Smile. Share. Be in the present. Thank you all. We're going to go play in the water now in RE.
We've set aside this time in our service to share with each other those milestones that are deeply felt in our lives. From Chris Barber, my mother is arriving tomorrow to celebrate her 89th birthday with us. She's considering a move up here, and I hope to bring her to craft night on Tuesday. It would be great if she could meet some members. Hint, hint. If you please come by and welcome her. From Hannah and Stephen Doherty, we are beyond proud of our tenacious daughter, Evie. She gave it her all playing goalie with the U12 girls Arroyo Grande water polo team at the Junior Olympics tournament in Orange County last week. It's the largest water polo tournament in the world and was our first time attending. While we as parents felt out of our depth, Evie stayed positive and tackled each match with cool confidence, even during a tie-breaking sudden death shootout. After a challenging half-drown mid-season start with the team just over a year and a half ago, we're joyfully celebrating her tremendous progress. Little brother Kit was an incredibly patient spectator for all 4 days of games in the grueling SoCal sun. And we're beyond appreciative that our mom, Terry, was able to stay with our furred and feathered friends while we were away. We realize how privileged we are as a family to be able to come together to support Evie with her passion and hope to be able to continue to do so in the years ahead. Go AG Eagles, yay. And from Tracy Waddell, we attended George Snow's birthday auction item yesterday and had a wonderful time deepening connections and making new connections, all with George's first-class hospitality. Thank you, George, and gratitude for all in attendance. And please join us for a welcome cake in the social hall after the sanctuary to meet with Reverend Brigitta Vieyra and be able to have great conversation, get to know her better. Let's hold together all the joys and sorrows that are spoken and those that remain unspoken, offering a prayer for the healing of pain and opening ourselves to a renewed awareness of and commitment to the truly awesome power of love within and beyond this community. Our community outreach offering recipient for August is Grizzly Youth Academy. The Grizzly Youth Academy is a free quasi-military residential accelerated high school credit recovery charter program patterned after West Point and Annapolis. It's designed to do what Congress asks of the National Guard. The current motto of the Grizzly Youth Academy is to intervene and reclaim the lives of at-risk youth, producing program graduates with values, life skills, education, and self-discipline to become productive members of society. Cadets are sequestered at Camp San Luis Obispo for 5.5 months, followed by a 24-month follow-up mentoring program. 2 classes per year have resulted in 400+ graduates per year. You can read more about our community outreach offering in our weekly newsletter or by visiting our website, uuslo.org/COO. Here is our giving page on our website, which shows the various funds to which you can target your donation. At the bottom of your order of service is a QR code that will take you directly to our giving page. If you have any questions about your pledge payments or donations, please contact our office. Generosity is central to who we are and what we do together, so we make time each week for an offering from our abundance to sustain the gathering and to strengthen the work of love that grows from our commitment to each other, to the wider community, and to the world. Please join me in the words of the offering. We are this church. We are its hands, its heart, its voice. Together, we share in the wealth of this community and sustain it with our gifts. The offering will now be given and received.
Today's reading is from Learning to Fall by Philip Simmons. We fall on our faces. We fall for a joke. We fall for someone. We fall in love. In each of these falls, what do we fall away from? We fall from ego. We fall from our carefully constructed identities, our reputations, our precious selves. We fall from ambition. We fall from grasping. We fall, at least temporarily, from reason. And what do we fall into? We fall into passion, into terror, into unreasoning joy. We fall into humility, into compassion, into emptiness, into oneness with forces larger than ourselves, into oneness with others whom we realize are likewise falling. We fall at last into the presence of the sacred, into godliness, into mystery, into our better, diviner natures. We are all of us, falling. And so let us pray that if we are falling from grace, dear God, let us also fall with grace, to grace. If we are falling toward pain and weakness, let us fall toward sweetness and strength. If we are falling toward death, let us also fall toward life.
Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. You know the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Another day goes by, and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. You know the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. You know the world will be a better place for you and me.
Standing. Standing. Grace. It's a word with many definitions. There's grace in movement, refinement of movement, a practiced athlete, a dancer, grace towards another, the courteous goodwill we hope for in times of need, we strive to give, but sometimes struggle to offer. There's saying grace, a prayer of thanks or gratefulness at a meal, thinking of those in your life, all that you're thankful for. There's financial grace period. An extended period of time, a little extra time to do things, get your payments in. There's the grace of God, that unmerited favor of God, the amazing events in our lives that exceed reason. We've each experienced grace in some form, even if still processing, still uncovering grace in our lives. Sometimes it can be very hard to recognize and even harder to grant someone grace they so desperately need. I was in a 25-year marriage and felt we had the typical challenges of a couple, perhaps more than usual, but I firmly believed that we would endure. I was steadfast to not repeat the mistakes of my parents that had a divorce. Yet after discovering a multi-year affair, I made the difficult decision to walk away from that marriage. While I was devastated, I never would have guessed that that explosive ending to that marriage would become the greatest gift of my life. I eventually experienced and recognized grace in every definition I shared. Don't get me wrong. Recognizing the grace in my life at that time was not something that came quickly or easily. I was initially filled with anger, resentment, rage even. It was so hard to see anything beyond that initially. Grace period. That was the first form of grace I experienced, was that financial form. A grace period, that extra time I needed to work through my anger and process that loss that I had experienced. This was grace given to myself. It was a time for me to take care of my needs, honor what I felt I needed. Some days it was tears. Some days it was laughter, it was craft night, pottery, making new connections, meeting new people, time granted for myself to grow and recover. Grace and movement. I decided physical care was key to my recovery and feeling good again. I started exercising, joined a Pilates studio, which, by the way, Janet goes to also. Walked my dog a couple times each day, took up bike riding again, hiking the area, tried new sports, golfing, surfing. Physical activity became a part of my daily routine. With repetition and practice, it became a refined movement. It adds an element of grace in how we move, in how we feel. To this day, my physical health has significantly and steadily improved. I feel better than I have in years. I can throw a Frisbee with my dog with grace. He leaps and catches it. It's quite amazing. Prayers of grace. I reconnected with this church, and I've been in UU churches for years, but I came back to the church, rekindling my spirit. I said many a prayer asking for grace, healing, and recovery. I practiced mindfulness, gratefulness. I was thankful for an evolving life, my health, my new friends, deeper connections with my family, new activities, my new life. I listen closely to our joys and concerns and honor those moments we close our eyes and offer a prayer of grace for those hurting. There were none of those shared today, but I'm quite confident there are some in our hearts that some are just too tender to even speak about. I've been there. The last form of grace I felt was the courteous goodwill towards someone. And it was forgiveness to the person who had caused me so much pain. That was the ultimate and final barrier to cross. That one took all the other forms of grace to get there, and another 6 months. But once I made that decision to forgive, I looked at the situation differently. What was my part in our demise? What had I learned about myself through all that? What did I not want to repeat? What did I contribute to the outcome? I put myself in his shoes and understood his actions, dilemmas. Even though I certainly didn't agree with his decisions, I started looking at it differently. And now I think my marriage wasn't a failure. It came to an end. We had a good number of years, experienced many fun times. We raised 2 wonderful sons, but our relationship just came to an end. Ultimately, forgiveness meant I was no longer a victim of that situation. I was back in control of my life, of my actions, decisions, and not only did it free me of the pain of the past, but it restored a friendship with my ex-husband for the benefit of my children. It's a very heavy burden to carry anger, regret, and other negative feelings. With forgiveness, that grace towards another, the burden is lifted, and my focus is on today. There's so much more to experience in life, so let's be present in that. I have said to many that the best gifts come in the most surprising of packages. I think that was the grace of God, that unmerited favor of God, or the Spirit of life. It gave me an opportunity to grow in a way I didn't even understand existed. I fought divorce for years. I considered it a failure, something to avoid. I didn't even consider the benefits or recognize how unhappy I had actually become. I see now that endings are beginnings at the same time. For that grace of God, that experience of life, that opportunity for growth, I'm eternally grateful. There will be other challenges to face, big and small, where we seek grace. There are times to listen and create that sacred space for others, like in the tire store we heard about. Let's take the time for grace. May it be so.
One more, sorry. Yeah, bonus round. Yeah. Any rate, I am very happy to be with you all today, and I really love to talk about grace. Fortunately, I'm limited to 10 minutes today. My favorite kind of grace to talk about is the everyday grace that Stella Nisanovich writes about. To really take notice of this grace coming into the world helps me, an atheistic mystic, to feel holy ground consecrated by the undeniable love and care that washes over us every day. You may be asking, what am I talking about when I say grace? It would actually be easier to show you what I mean than trying to explain it. Kind of an empirical definition. I'm just going to ask us to focus on a few breaths. Just find a comfortable position and relax. And then focus on the breath, the air coming into your lungs. Focus on the air going out, leaving your body. There is an exchange happening. Feel the life-sustaining oxygen coming in, and feel the waste products, the carbon dioxide, leaving your body. And imagine the green plants that join you in this exchange of mutual benefit. They might be trees. They might be kelp. They might be grass. They ask nothing for turning our carbon dioxide into oxygen. The plants don't demand that you take out a loan to cover their services. They do this only because they recognize that they are tied to you in an ancient relationship written in plant and animal before there were words. We need each other. This is my working definition of grace. I am supported, given life, by ancient systems that demand nothing of me. Instead, they ask only that I respond with gratitude and grace myself. Thank you for going through that little definition. When I fall short of this simple request, my life partners do not remove their support, but remind me of the reciprocation that has kept me and all of my kin in covenant for 3 billion years. I cannot imagine how I could leave this covenant, even if I wanted to. I do fear that some humans have figured out how to conjure a spell to forget that they are connected to their kin. Even these beings are still held in the covenant. May we all wake from these spells before the wail of pain becomes much worse. I would like to introduce you to my teacher. When I was 4 years old, I met a very extraordinary butterfly. It was a skipper butterfly, you know, those little yellow ones with the triangular wings, and it's pretty ubiquitous. I still remember the profound teaching that was brought to me by one of those little creatures. As we stared at each other, I understood in that moment that we were both alive and beautiful and cared for. It was a 4-year-old's moment, but nevertheless, it was a formative gift of love through grace. I knew from that moment that we are all connected. There were moments when that memory faded. However, that vision of love and care has always returned. The we to which I feel connected has only grown, weaving itself into every aspect of my life. My understanding of grace matured through Christianity, but the fundamentalist Christianity I was part of did not abide my love of physics and cosmology. Nevertheless, I am still grateful for the many Christian teachings and examples of selfless love that can power truly astounding grace. 2 clear examples of modern grace, which I'm sure we're all familiar with, although there's a pantheon out there, can be found in Martin Luther King Jr.'s work for civil rights and Archbishop Desmond Tutu's work on the South African Truth and Reconciliation Commission. They shared the understanding that violence and retribution, even in response to grave harms, would not work. Both men believed that God could invoke forces of love and connection that could secure what violence could not. Their work was not strictly transactional. They were both more interested in transformation than transactional parity. Now that is grace. We can be agents of that love regardless of what we believe. We are invited to bring that grace into the world, whether we are loving atheists or religious agents. To me, this is the power of Unitarian Universalism. We can embrace every faith, thought, and tool to alleviate the suffering that we find in the world. Of course, such freedom and power carry great responsibility, And that is why I need all of you. From the day I walked into the doors of UUSLO over 30 years ago, I knew that I would be loved. Loving and reciprocating love is always a tall order. Therefore, we make covenants that help us hold each other close to learn what it means to practice love. We have a mission to guide us in what we do, lest we be scattered. And we articulate values to show us how to direct power. These and so much more create a community where we can be free and safe because we know that we are accountable to each other. It is the amazing grace of this community that has brought me home. Now, tyrants would like us to be accountable to them, and markets would like us to be accountable to them. My community, all of you, teach me that the only accountability that really matters is being accountable to each other in love. So what do all of these ramblings have to do with grace? Remember our exercise with the breath? Remember that we are alive through no merit of our own? Life is not a transaction. It is a relationship lived in gratitude and reciprocation. Loving reciprocation is never strictly transactional. Should life become a transaction with cosmic accountants balancing every jot and tittle, I think that we would quickly all be just stone cold dead. I am so happy that I get to experience grace right here at Unitarian Universalist San Luis Obispo with all of you. My life has been made by grace, in large part from right here, from all of your hearts. The grace that comes from loving hearts is the most powerful of all. It can build the world that I, for one, want to live in. It is being built right here today. I walk on holy ground that all of us have made here through our everyday grace. Thank you for practicing grace with me and holding me accountable to love. Please rise in spirit or body and join in singing number 346. Come sing a song with me in our gray hymnal, or you may follow the words on the screen.
Sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream
We'll share these words that we do every week as we extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Let us go forth like those wings of a yellow butterfly, not just extending grace, but receiving grace too. Go in love, go in peace, go in a grace period.